Welcome back, everybody. Got a little progress to show today. I started measuring out and getting some support angles figured out on here. So got the holes drilled for them in a few spots here, down there. And I'm starting to mock up some interior panels. I got a support angle down there, as you can see. And I will throw in a picture right here to show that I'm actually using, you can see the bolts that are on here, and I'm using plastic spacers to go in between the support angle and the bottom sheet metal floor so that I can sandwich those tight. I didn't feel comfortable just pop riveting into the floor skin to hold this this particular piece steady, so I drilled all the way through, and I'm using stainless hardware to bolt that support angle through the floor, through the steel floor, and use spacers so that the foam doesn't crush. So hopefully that will make that panel incredibly stiff, which would be good. So what else has happened? Oh yeah, just walls cut out and just starting to work on these support angles to glue them on. So hopefully gluing will commence soon. I gotta trim a couple of things. So a couple of my cuts, you can see this cut it's a little off there for, I'm not quite sure how that happened, but I'm sure it's operator error. And then you can see I gotta trim, this joint didn't quite work out how I wanted it to, so I gotta trim this so that that will set back. And then once that's on, I don't want to have foam exposed to the inside, obviously, so I'm going to put like a big piece of like 2x2 aluminum angle on the inside and pop rivet that on, or just glue it so there's no pop rivet showing to kind of cover that corner seam there. So, and I've also gone around the trailer. You can see holes all through here, holes. So I've gone down both sides and drilled all the holes for the pop rivets for the walls. So those are ready to go for when the walls start going on. So it's kind of a balanced figuring out like what needs trimmed, like make it dry fitting everything, but then making sure that my order of operations is right so that I don't glue something to the trailer that prevents me from gluing something else to the trailer. I've kind of got it worked out in my head, but I just like to go through that stuff a couple of times to make sure that I'm doing it right. So anyway, that's the progress so far today. I'll show you again. I think somebody asked in the last short update video, so I am using, let me set this down for a second. I'm using a Cox, what numbers is this thing? Batch number AF3. This doesn't have a model number on it, but I'll put it in text on the screen so you can see, so you can know what gun I'm using, but it is made by Cox. I'm going to try a 3D printed nozzle, see if I can do like a short, like a wide flat bead of adhesive. And then this is the stuff that all the Australians use, that is the bomb, Terrasin MS939NA, which stands for North America, and this is white. You can get this from, I'll put the name of the place on the screen too, I forgot the name of it, but you can get it there by the case. I'm hoping that this stuff is still okay. So this is a moisture cure adhesive, and this stuff has expired. I didn't use it quite as fast as I thought I was going to, which is par for the course for my projects. They take way too long. So it says used by 7 of 2019. So the stuff is almost a year past date, but I called the rep and talked to him, and he said that the only reason that it goes out of date is if moisture gets in through these little metal clips on the ends, and it starts to solidify because once moisture gets to it, it starts curing. And so luckily I live in the middle of a desert. I live in Idaho, in southwest Idaho, which it's always super dry here. And so you can see this stuff is still like super squishy. So he said that as long as the stuff is still not hard on the ends and is still, you know, squishy and hasn't cured at the ends yet, then he said it still should be okay to use. If I was, you know, NASA or somebody like that, then it would all have gone in the garbage and I would have bought new stuff. But I'm not building a spaceship, I'm building a camp trailer. So anyway, MS-939 and a Cox air gun. This thing is amazing. I couldn't imagine doing this with a squeeze type gun. I've got a couple of them over there, that's why I keep looking at that direction. I did a couple of test panels with a manual gun, and I've got bad forearms anyway because I've been sitting at a computer for 25 years, but this thing is a lifesaver and it works really good. So anyway, hopefully you'll see that in action here in a little bit. All right, well, so as you can see from that last clip, somehow my camera got set to time-lapse, which sucks, but I still caught the big blowout that I had out of the adhesive gun. My 3D printed tip split. Didn't have thick enough walls apparently, so I actually just went inside and printed another one that's shorter that has a little bit thicker wall on it, so we'll see if that works a little bit better. This is looking pretty good though. Excited to see some panels, actually more panels anyway, glued to the trailer. Peel all the tape off, and got some nice clean lines down there. And then I don't know if I've said it yet or not, but I'm going to be putting rubber mat down here for us to walk on and not just walk on the fiberglass. Tractor Supply or maybe D&B, one of them has 4x6 by 3/4 inch thick mat that I'm going to cut to fit inside there, so that should be pretty good to walk around on. So next thing to glue on, I think, is the bed platform. And I can't remember if I recorded it or not, but I've actually already drilled all the holes on the bottom side for that. Yep, you can see holes right there and in there. So I've already drilled all the holes on the bottom side of that. So I think I just have to peel the rest of the film plastic off of the bottom of that, and then that thing's ready to glue down, which is awesome. So that may get done today, it may not. Anyway, appreciate everybody watching, and I'm going to try and do some more regular updates while I'm doing this. I think things are going to start moving a little bit faster, so I'll be able to post a little bit more regular updates and not take an 8-month break like I just got done taking. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. So yeah, it's later tonight. So I got the bed platform put on. Big thanks to Andrew next door. He and Nicole have been a immeasurable help with this project. So thanks, buddy, for helping. Anyway, got this thing riveted down for the most part, except for this back row across here, because my stupid Harbor Freight pile of shit air riveter jammed again, and then when I took it apart, it sprung apart and one of the jaws is now missing, so that thing's going in the trash, and I'm going to get a different one. I really wish that Nico made low profile one like that. I'd buy it in a heartbeat, because that Nico thing is a beast. It's did basically every single rivet on this thing so far. So anyway, yeah, this is looking pretty good here. Here's my aluminum braces for the bed platform there. So you can see I got, I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, got rivets along that edge. And then you'll see in the time lapse where I did all this stuff, but yeah, I got pop rivets everywhere in this thing. So anyway, glad to have that on. Some good progress today. Got 2 small panels and one, and probably the 3rd largest panel put on this thing. So very happy to see that. Now, what's next? So where did I put it? Oh, I think it's inside there. Yeah, so that panel's inside there. So I got to put, there's a panel that goes here. And then I think after that one's done, the curbside wall is going to go on. So I've got to mock that up, and then I've got to pre-drill all the holes for the rivets. And then, just glue it on. Should be okay. Yeah, so maybe next weekend, maybe the weekend after, we'll see. Anyway, that's it for today. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or any comments or anything, put them below. And if you know anybody that'd be interested in a project like this, share it out, send them a link, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.